Hi, hello there friends. My name's McLagging and I am the Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past lover. Back around the 2017 days, I used to do various speedruns of this game and did somewhat decent at it. And while doing speedruns, I also joined many randomizer races and tournaments, and I did pretty well in those too. I did this for a few years straight almost every single day. And after a while, I finally got burned out. Now, and almost 3 years later, I have not played A Link to the Past at all. Until right now. Come join me on my journey to relearn this game. As in this series, I will be starting from the beginning. Standard mode, no crazy settings, no quick swap, no crazy clips or glitches. As I will just be playing by the no major glitches rule set, not the randomizer rule set. This series will be bite-sized videos of the seeds I play to show things I learned, things I messed up, and whatever else I find interesting, as I attempt to knock off 3 years of rust. What's the worst that could happen? Why, hello there. Welcome to Seed 5. I put together a little list, because I like numbers. And so far medallions have, I count all medallions as the same, but medallions have been our biggest go mode item problem. No ice rod, which is horribly surprising. First 2 seeds, 150s. Last 2 seeds, pretty close, 129, 133. We'll see what seed 5 brings us. I can tell you it's not great. But let's get into it here. What is our weapon today? It is a bow. Bow starts pretty nice, normally. Can take out a lot of enemies pretty quickly. Don't get much through here. So far, no bombs is our biggest problem. Try farming through here, but unfortunately there's just no bombs in the drop. So we unfortunately have to leave those 3 items in the back of Escape until we find a glove. But hey, first item in Sanctuary is a moon pearl. Check their map, we have pendants at Eastern and Desert, and Hera is a crystal. Luckily today, Aghanim's tree has nothing. We have no bombs, we have very little money, so we went up going south route. We find a glove. We also got a 20 bucks, which gives us enough money for bombs. So we go through the South Kakariko loop, fire bombs. Start going through, find ourselves a sword. It's always very nice to have a weapon. Not much in the well. Bottle vendor didn't have anything. And we actually get boots at 12 minutes, our fastest yet. Check Bonk Rocks, don't get anything, go right back into the back of Escape. We found the bottle and the Cane of Burna. Not too much progression wise. We did pull a Master Sword and Blue Mail out of the Mini Mulderm Cave. We set up a water walk, so we swam over to the hobo, then got some bombs there, dashed around. Got a bug net out of the waterfall, and there's a hammer on that ledge. And then Zora spits out the mitts. So all of our Dark World items are in Zora's domain. So now we need to find the flippers to get that hammer. But we also have Dark World access, so we start our dive in. We check out the front of Skull Woods this time first. Pots crystals, Swamp and Skull are good crystals. Thieves Town's a green pendant, and Ice Mire and Turtle Rock are all crystals as well. Didn't get anything of value out of Skull Woods. In the front, we check out Pendant Thieves Town. We don't get much out of the front. With knowing where Hammer is, I decided to dip the back, because it is a green pendant. So we ended up going through this pretty well. The only problem is that there is an item locked in the big chest, which is a disaster, because who knows when we're gonna find our flippers to get that hammer, and who knows when we're gonna decide to dip these down again. Hype Cave, we have silvers, full heart, and a flute. So Hype Cave actually pretty hyped this time. Go ahead and activate our flute. Take our smith friend back. No flippers in sight. We decided to go up the mountain, get our save point, save the old man. Check out what's going on in Spec Rock. Not a whole lot. Turned in our mushroom, didn't get anything there. Now we don't have a lot of good options in this seed. Turned in our green pendant for 3 pack of bombs. Decided to dip eastern. Cause that's still fully in logic. We're just hoping to find flippers more than anything. And a fire source. Fire source is locking us out of a lot of dungeons too. Really don't get anything out on eastern. Back to our dark world. We're gonna grab our purple chest and turn that in for 20 bucks. And then here I forget where I can go. I finally remembered, oh yeah, I have Mire area. And then there's a mirror. So we're now, and a tempered sword. So we are nearing 40 minutes and we don't have a single crystal dungeon done, which is not good. We dip pendant desert here to see if we can pull anything good out of it. We only get 1 item, so Lamola's has an item, but we don't have a fire source to get to them. We run into Hera, which we can climb, luckily. It's not fire locked. Then we finally get our first fire source, which is the lamp. Go ahead and finish off Hera. Get our first crystal at 44 minutes. And there's, of course, an item in the basement. So nothing else could go well with this seed. So now with our mirror, we're gonna check some mirror locations real quick, hoping that we will find our flippers at one of these places, but we just don't. I try to remember how to do this fake flipper. It takes me quite a few tries. Finally get it. Get over here. Get ourselves a butter sword. We're gonna check out the pyramid. Don't get anything there. Now we're dipping pot. So at this point, the game actually wanted you to defeat Aghanim to get access to East Dark World. That was the logical play. I broke that by fake flippering with the bomb in North Dark World. But you were supposed to beat Aghanim to get over here. Because there's a lovely item that is locked over here, which is our flippers, which is locking the hammer, and we're in Crystal Palace of Darkness. So this is a forced double dip. So I immediately go, grab my hammer. And now we're heading back up the mountain because now I can get to the east side where there's a whole bunch of item checks we can do and hope we find something more of value. We go through a lot of this and there's just a lot of filler items, not a whole lot of worth in any of this. Check out our medallion. It is ether. We did pull Quake. I tried hovering this. I got halfway. I tried it 3 times. I was good enough. Now I'm going back to pod. We're just going to finish that dungeon. Don't believe Helmasaur had anything, but I have to do this anyway. It's a good time just to think and reset where I want to go next. So while going through here, I realized, oh, I do have Bombos, so Ice Palace is fully beatable. Yeah, Helma had a compass there. So, off to Ice Palace we go. It's crystal. Might as well burn our way through here. Well, this goes pretty well, honestly. This seed has been a little evil, and it will continue to be evil as we make our way through. Not finding many items, just, yeah, big 20 there. Heart container there. Got all of our items, was nothing of worth, but our crystal. So now we are going back after Desert, because now we can beat Lamola's with our fire source that we now have. And we get a full heart container for that. So now we're dipping Meyer without the cane. This is where the seed starts to get even more evil than what it already was, which was, oh, we get a hook shot here. Just forcing Aghanim to get East Dark Roll to pull Flippers out of pod to leave pod. We get an ice rod here. To leave pod to get your hammer to come back, beat that. Now we come over to Meyer. We pulled our hook shot, so now we're going right into Swamp because it's fully beatable and it's a crystal. Make our way through. Did remember this seed to not flood the key after last seed where we accidentally did that, lost some time. I'm starting to think left side Swamp when I prioritize it just isn't the play. There's been nothing over there so far. So we pretty much cleared this whole dungeon out, nothing really too good till we kill Argus and we get our fire rod. Which is great, now we're just a cane away from go mode. Check the big chest there, there's nothing good there. Now we head straight back to Mothula. See what we can pull. And we get our go mode and our red cane. So, the seed forced 2 double dips. Pod with the flippers to get the hammer, to come back to beat it. Meyer with the hook shot to get the fire rod. Get your hook shot, go to Swamp, get your fire rod out of Swamp. Go to Skullwoods, kill Mothula, get your cane, come back to Meyer. And now we can go mode Turtle Rock, and that's about all we can go mode. And Aghanim was supposed to be required, but we got around that one. So yeah, the seed was very evil. Extremely evil. So there was no real hope of beating our personal best in this one with how mean the seed was. It was not playing very nice. But from having to clear so much, I mean, we have red mail, butter sword, silver, so we are completely decked out, so the rest of this game will be a breeze. No shields though. We did find one in Graveyard Ledge, but I ditched it. No idea where the other 2 are. So now we're finally in Gaines Tower. We're gonna start to make our climb. We do find half magic and powder in the randomizer room. Then we finally get our big key. We are ready to climb. We are fully decked out. There's not much that's gonna slow us down or give us trouble with this equipment. And a lot of these rooms go really well. We did miss the one cycle with the silvers. My timing was just off. Otherwise, everything else went pretty well. Beat up Moldorm. Going into Aga 2. Aga 2 actually went pretty well. It was a 3 cycle. Now we're here to beat up Ganon with the power butter and silvers. Poor guy did not stand a chance. Tried to go for a triple, wasn't close enough, but minor time loss there. So, finally made our way through this extremely trolly seed. And considering the double dips that we had to do that were forced, a 148.22 really is not bad. The way this seed played out and was laid out, I mean, good luck getting an extremely good time on this. It's just really hard to. In Zora's area, having both mitts and hammer in it is just hilarious. Then the flippers being buried in Palace of Darkness, not so funny. But aside from the seed being extremely evil, I feel like we played pretty well. It's hard to beat a seed like this really quickly without getting extremely lucky. A lot of our times for finding stuff, 10, 11, 28, 37, that's actually great to have all those movement items by 37 minutes. Problem is we couldn't do anything. No fire sources, no hammer. Just hard to beat many dungeons with that loadout. But 28 monks, not the greatest. 320 menu, also not the greatest. But hey, our first extremely trolly seed. Got a 148. I'm not too upset about that one. 162 out of 216. Pretty decent if I do say so. But we shake this one off, just forget it ever happened, and we move on to our next one and hope for a much nicer, more friendly seed than something that forces double dips and Aghanim, even though we were able to skip him this time. But we'll see you guys in the next one and cross our fingers for better luck. Thanks, guys.